Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about how a UPS employee able to amass $70 million in wealth. His name is Theodore Johnson. He has worked for UPS for about 28 years and he has never made more than $14,000 a year. By the time he retired, it was back in 1952. He had about $700,000 worth of UPS stock. And then after 40 years, he was able to amass the fortune of $70 million. And he donated most of his fortune to an educational fund, funding disadvantaged students attending college. Let's find out how he did it. From my research, I found out that Mr. Johnson was raised in a middle-income family, and he spent his entire 28 years of career with UPS only. He started out in the personnel department and managed to work his way up to become a vice president when he retired back in 1952. When he retired, he was getting paid about $14,000 a year, equivalent to about $150,000 in today's terms. I understand that $150,000 is not exactly a modest amount of salary, but the fact is how many people who are getting paid $150,000 nowadays can amass $70 million in fortune. That's the reason why I'm so amazed by what Mr. Johnson had accumulated in wealth. If you have been following me for a while, you would know that I'm very passionate about studying how average Joes accumulate massive wealth. From all of my research, I have learned that these people don't have superpower. They are just like us. However, they are very focused and persistent in pursuing their goals. So if you want to be wealthy, you can too. Just do the following steps. Step number 1. Just like us, Mr. Johnson had bills to pay, family to support, and monthly expenses, but he understood there was no bill in the mailbox, which was more important than his freedom fund. And before he started saving 20% of his income, he was kind of reluctant because he worried that he wouldn't be able to afford his lifestyle with 20% less yearly. But after he got used to it, he was able to live frugally and he didn't see the difference. And you can too. You can start putting aside to start with 5% and slowly increase all the way to 20%, and you will find that you will be able to live for less with the same quality, if it's not even better. Step number 2, start investing right away with whatever amount of money you have. Because the fact is, there's no perfect day to invest your money. If Mr. Johnson could have waited for a specific amount of money or a perfect day, he would not have been able to invest at all. So the fact is, there's a saying from Tony Robbins. He said that you don't earn your way to wealth, you invest your way to wealth. This is so true, right? I mean, Mr. Johnson is a good example. He didn't earn his wages from UPS to gain wealth. He invested his income to get the $70 million. Step number 3, invest consistently. Mr. Johnson, after he joined UPS, he enrolled in the UPS stock purchase program right away. This program allowed him to purchase UPS stocks at a discount and periodically year after year. Doing that, he can put his emotion aside. He didn't care whether the market went up or down. He just consistently purchased the stocks without any emotions. Because of his consistency, he was able to get his UPS stocks at the best price for his investment. Step number 4, be a long-term dividend investor. What I mean is that Mr. Johnson was a buy and hold investor. He took advantage of compounding and dividend reinvestment. He let his investment keep growing and at the same time continually reinvested his dividends back into the same stock. That was very powerful, which allowed him to be able to achieve a 12% annual compound growth rate over the last 40 years during his retirement. However, I do think that investing in only one stock can be very risky. I'm so glad that it worked out for him, but personally, I would rather invest in S&P 500 over 500 different companies, and the yield compared to Mr. Johnson is a hair less. Instead of 12%, I would get about 11%. But for the peace of mind, I think I would take the 11%. Step number 5, be patient. Like I said, nowadays investors can easily easily invest in the entire market or S&P 500 through the low-cost index fund that can deliver similar results as Mr. Johnson with less risk. But keep in mind, even with the miracle of compounding, it still takes time and patience to deliver its miracles. So be the long-term investor with a long view. In order to generate your multi-million dollars, it takes decades, at least 30 to 40 years. Last but not least, take care of yourself. Mr. Johnson exercised regularly all the way till he was 92 years old. He walked at least a mile a day. Remember that you won't be able to enjoy your wealth if you don't have your health. If there's anything I would like you to get from this video is I want you to be inspired to take actions right away. If you only have $5, I want you to open an account and start investing with your $5. I believe in starting early, be a long-term investor, will be able to yield you much return in the future. I hope that this video has inspired you, and please share this video with your loved ones, like and subscribe to my channel. Until then, we will see you next time. Bye!